Senate Minority Leader says he's ready to end his Senate career. Good morning, I'm Miranda Khan, and this story tops your Newsmax Now update. In a video put out this morning, Nevada Senator Harry Reid has announced that he will not run for re-election next year. He says his recent injury has nothing to do with his decision, but it did give him downtime to think about the future. And of course, this comes hours after Senate Republicans passed a balanced budget plan earlier this morning. It calls for shrinking projected federal deficits by more than $5 trillion over the next 10 years. And it is similar to the plan passed earlier this week in the House. The next step will be negotiations on a compromise budget. That's going to be starting in mid-April. The co-pilot who crashed a Germanwings jet into the French Alps was apparently suffering from some sort of illness. Investigators in Germany say documents found in the home of Andreas Lubitz show he was in treatment. They also found what appeared to be doctor's notes excusing him from work for several days, including the day of the crash. Now, the German newspaper that reported this original information said that he was diagnosed with severe depressive episode back in 2009. Search crews continue to fly into the mountains meantime to go through all of that wreckage where 150 people were killed. 19 people are hurt, 4 of them now in critical condition after an apparent gas explosion in Manhattan yesterday afternoon. Officials believe workers hit a gas line, taking down 2 buildings and setting fires into 2 more in the East Village. Saudi Arabia is continuing its airstrikes into Yemen. Before dawn this morning, warplanes hit an airbase controlled by the Houthi rebels. There are reports that the strikes also killed 18 civilians, including several children. The countdown continues to an historic mission to the International Space Station. NASA astronaut Scott Kelly will be among the crew lifting off from Kazakhstan later this afternoon. He and a Russian will spend an entire year in space.
This is the first time we're doing it as an international partnership, which is one of the most, what I think is one of the most greatest success stories of the International Space Station.
Kelly and his twin brother Mark, a retired astronaut, will be taking part in experiments to see how the human body changes over a year in space. Should be interesting to find that out. And just back from space, a record-setting Japanese robot. Take a look. That's Hirobo, back on Earth, getting 2 spots in the Guinness Book of World Records. That was your very latest Newsmax Now update.